Tendavog's Guide to Elder Scrolls Online, Episode 1.6, Episode 16, looking at provisioning in this episode. There are links in the description below to skip forward to the different sections if you'd like to. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please leave those for me, and I will do my best to respond to them as quickly as I can. Also, keep in mind this is from the PTS, and it is on current build of 0.18. There are things that aren't currently available on the weekend test that you will see in this video. When you start off with crafting provisioning, the first thing that you'll need to do is actually gather items. This is actually a blessing and a curse for this skill line or for this crafting, because you can find this pretty much anywhere, sacks and crates and barrels, and as you go through, you just randomly come upon this stuff. The negative is you have no idea what you're going to come upon. So like in this barrel, that's natural water, that's alchemy. So let's go ahead and look at the skills. These are the actual skills for cooking, provisioning. The first things you start off with recipe quality and recipe improvement. Recipe equality allows the standard green recipes. Then the next point is blue recipes, and the final point is purple recipes. Improvement actually does your rank. So the first one is up to level 19, then level 29, then level 39, 49, 50, and veteran recipes. After that, we go into the different ones down here that aren't unlocked already. First one, Gourmand, adds 5 minutes to the duration of any eaten food, and then 10 minutes and 20 minutes. And Connoisseur is going to be the same thing, but for drinks, 5 minutes to consume drinks, then 10 minutes and 20 minutes. Then you have Chef, creates 1 extra serving of each food recipe, then 2 extra servings and 3 extra servings. After that is Brewer, same thing as Chef, but for drinks, creates 1 extra serving for each drink recipe, 2 extra servings, and then 3 extra servings. Finally is your Hireling. When you go offline, a Hireling will find food or drink ingredients for you. Your Hireling can be used every 24 hours, then higher chance of returning spices and flavorings, and then used every 12 hours. Now this is something that is new. These are actually tutorial books that are next to the crafting stations. I don't read these, so feel free to pause if you want to actually look at it. And then when you go into your actual crafting, it pops up with a little tutorial to kind of explain what's going on. Again, if you'd like to read that, you can pause this video. Before you actually get started, even though you're out crafting, you will need to actually have some recipes in your crafting menu. You can learn a recipe at any time, even if it's higher level than you can make, but you still have to learn it. And then once you can make it, you'll actually make it. And you just find these out in the world, use them, and they add them into your crafting recipes. Now, in the crafting menu, you have ingredients and have skills. They are exactly what they say, so if you unclick have ingredients, it'll show things that you don't even have ingredients for, even if you have the skill for it. And then vice versa, if you unclick have skill, it'll only show the things that you have ingredients for.
Good stuff here. Come, do your trading here.
And then that second menu at the top right there is changed to your drinks, to your brew. So you have your cook items and your drink items. And as you can see there, I've got the stuff to make that, so I went ahead and made that drink. And the same thing for the food here. And the ingredients are listed down there in the bottom. And that is crafting, provisioning in a nutshell. But one thing I want to talk about is you can cook and you can drink, but you can't have both active at the same time. So notice this increases your max magicka. So I'm going to show you my max magicka. Currently this character is at 187. This is supposed to increase it by 42. I eat the food, go in, and now my max magicka is higher than 187. It's up to 229. If I go back, this is a drink, increases my stamina recovery by 2 for 35 minutes. And then obviously your 5-second cooldown. So if I look at stamina recovery, it's 9. My max magicka is still at 229. Drink that, go back in. My max magicka is back down to 187, but my stamina is up to 11. And that's it. That's going to be all she wrote for this episode of Tendavog's Guide to Elder Scrolls Online. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions whatsoever about Elder Scrolls Online, you can check them out at elderscrollsonline.com or send me a message on their Facebook page. I'm on there as Tendavall. Finally, I'd like to thank Great Architect. They're a gaming community that you can check out at greatarchitect.us. Several guilds will be joining them in Elder Scrolls Online. And as always, I hope to see you in game.